Apple is shutting down the feature that scanned all of your photos. So about a year ago, Apple rolled out a feature that would scan all of your iCloud photos for child sexual abuse material, also known as CSAM. And they got criticized by many privacy and security experts for basically violating everyone's privacy. Of course, the intention behind the feature was to protect children, but you can see how such a surveillance capability could be abused. So now they're scrapping the whole thing and instead focusing it on communication apps. So for instance, only a photo that you were gonna send to someone would be scanned. Let me know what you think about this. Was it good? Was it bad? And please follow for more tech news. So let's look at this at a bit of a greater detail. So Apple is now scrapping this controversial feature that I personally really did not like, because obviously there are privacy concerns, you know, as far as security and everything and surveillance is concerned, you know, I mean, because it's always going to be sort of a nice medium between like what is too much surveillance to where it just annoys the general public and what is just like, you know, not enough surveillance, so too many bad people get through, basically. So anyways, they're scrapping these this feature. So it was controversial to say the least, you know, so widespread criticism for privacy and security researchers, because basically what this feature did is it just scanned all of your photos, and if it would actually find a photo it thought it was inappropriate, it would flag it, and then a real person would look at that photo and then they would report you or do whatever. And obviously that's a big issue. Obviously there are gonna be false positives, you know, this is image recognition stuff, you know, so obviously there's gonna be false positives. Not only that, there have been stories about these features not working as intended. For instance, there was a father that took some nude photos of their child, but you know, the reason was pretty good. You know, he had to take the photos because the child had a rash and he needed to send these photos to a doctor because this was during COVID. You know, you weren't supposed to go to the doctor and stuff like that. And well, basically he got flagged on Google Photos and he lost his Google account services and stuff like that. So I reported on this story when it first came out, and yeah, you know, something like this, it also, you know, just opens a whole nother hole. You know, it's like, okay, right now you're scanning for this stuff. There's really nothing stopping you from scanning a whole bunch of other things as well. So, you know, I was just not a big fan of the feature. It was a very noble cause, but, you know, obviously there's going to be false positives. There's obviously a chance that opens up for abuse. So yeah, so now they're going to be focusing their efforts towards communication safety. So basically, if you're going to be searching something inappropriate on Safari, you know, they're going to give you a pop-up of like, hey, maybe don't do this, maybe get some help. And obviously as a parent, you are going to be able to opt in whether this feature is going to work for photos that your children would be sending to whoever, basically, which it actually makes a lot of sense. I actually like this. This is a good feature, you know, like scanning all of your iCloud photos no matter what. I think that's a total disgusting breach of privacy. As a parent, being able to opt in to have the photos of your children scanned before they are sent to someone else, that sounds like a pretty good feature to me, actually. So that's what I think. You know, I would love to get some opinions from everyone else, and that is it. Have a nice day.